Monkeypox is a viral infection confirming the state's first case of monkeypox.
Monkeypox. You heard right, monkeypox.
Possible case of monkeypox in a patient. I has a case of monkeypox popped up in the U.S.
Would you like some monkeypox to go with your Big Mac? Who thinks of these bloody names for a disease?
A case of monkeypox in Massachusetts.
The shit out of a world population that's already had the shit scared out of it with 2 years of COVID? Who thinks of these bloody names for these so-called diseases? Why don't we have giraffe hemorrhoids or orangutan?
Monkeypox.
What about the dreaded baboon gingivitis? Now, is the world press just so starved? If the Jews have lost COVID, what are we going to write about now? And let's find a new disease, I know, a new disease that we can push and get people frightened, and we can close down the nursing homes, and we can close borders, and it can be...
Case of monkeypox has been identified here in the U.S. Health officials say a man in Massachusetts caught the rare virus after traveling to Canada.
But we're getting our headline news about one case in bloody Massachusetts or wherever, and 2.5 cases in England or whatever.
ବ୍ୟାପେ ଏକ ପ୍ରକାର ଭାଇରସ୍ କାରଣରୁ ହୋଇଥାଏ ମଙ୍କି ପକ୍ସ ରୋଗ
Now, I don't know whether your smallpox inoculation covers you for bloody,
Monkeypox here in the U.S.
Now, don't get me wrong, getting these things can be a big problem, for Christ's sake. I wouldn't like getting a bloody dose of
monkeypox.
But it just makes you wonder where they come up with these names, and where are these names come up with to be frightening in itself? I mean...
That monkeypox virus.
Come on!
Many people are developing monkeypox around Europe all at the same time is perplexing scientists.
I don't seem to remember as a kid hearing all about these strange bloody diseases.
Health officials are urging Americans not to get all worked up over monkeypox.
Oh, Fred's got a bad case of wombat scrotum. Sally, oh, she's got a bad case of mountain lion gut. And from now on, we're just going to get every couple of weeks get bombarded with a new fucking disease with some stupid bloody name.
Monkeypox is the tropical virus that the UK Health Security Agency says is now here.
A disease that's been around since we were bloody cavemen. But now we're going to get a report on every bloody disease that pops up in some bloody far-flung corner of the world.
America and Europe, it's called monkeypox. It's a rare condition, monkeypox.
I wonder what they'll bloody come up with next.
The WHO are meeting next week to discuss the Pandemic Accord, which would radically expand its powers. Nothing to worry about there then. Up to my mailing list, but before any of that, let's discuss the WHO, the World Health Organization, who care about the world's health. You're on the world, that's where you live, so hopefully they've got you in their hearts when they're meeting next week. Let's see what's going to happen. Primarily, they're interested in expanding powers of regulation around pandemics. This is from The Telegraph. On the 22nd of May, the World Health Organization meets for the World Health Assembly, an annual summit to which all the world's countries are invited except Taiwan, which is excluded at China's behest. Would you mind if everyone except Taiwan came? Well, it seems a bit unfair on Taiwan. We don't like them. We don't think there should even be a Taiwan. On the agenda is the Pandemic Accord that would greatly expand the WHO's powers to intervene in a country in the event of a future outbreak. Why do they want these powers? Well, it's maybe a health organisation. We're here to help. You're alright, don't want any help. You're having help. The European Union...
The monkeypox, a rare virus from Africa, have been identified in Australia.
I don't know whether I trust the media anymore with any sort of bloody reporting.
But the accord would still have substantial force of international law behind it to make governments impose domestic lockdowns, for example, despite the WHO's own figures showing little correlation between lockdown severity and death rates. If their own figures show little correlation between the severity of the lockdown and death figures, then what is the reason for severe lockdowns? If something cannot be underwritten rationally, then what is the reason for it? Well, I feel we are in a situation where people perpetuate power for power's sake, where the World Health Organization just want to increase their regulatory abilities. I also don't like, by the way, the idea that they're anticipating the next pandemic. wants to be unhealthy, but my personal sense is that the solution to our individual and our collective and our national and our local problems is not to grant more power to an organisation that's primarily funded by the United States of America, then Bill Gates's foundation, then the United Kingdom. I think that they might be subject to biases that are at odds with your health requirements, my health requirements, various health requirements. I bet our health requirements differ, don't you imagine? We've got different requirements.
Cases of monkeypox, a relatively rare virus, have been confirmed in Europe, Australia, and North America. A man in Massachusetts who recently
I don't want more power externally imposed on me. I want less. I don't want less freedom. I want more freedom. I don't want more regulation. They're taking us in the wrong direction.
And to all the bloody thousands of viewers out there who watch the Ask Johnny channel, who may come down with monkeypox, we're all with you. We're standing by you here at the Ask Johnny channel. We won't let you down. And for those ladies out there who come down with a bad case of rhinoceros flap, we'll be bloody standing by you too. Don't you worry about that. If you've got any bloody complaints about how they're bloody naming their diseases, put some bloody comments in the bloody section below there and I'll read them. I'll read them and we'll bloody.